Right now, the story about Iran is being shaped by two dominant voices. And in between them, millions of Iranians are being erased. People who are deeply concerned about their country, its future and its people. Voices that say no to war, 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 and no to oppression, no to oppression, no to dictator, 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 no to the regime, no to war, 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 no to the regime, no to war. And we oppose the repression of protesters inside Iran. We believe that the future of Iran belongs to its people. Woman life freedom! Woman life freedom!
ما با جنگ مخالفیم، نه فقط با موشک و بمب، بلکه با ساختار جنگ، ساختاری که بر تمرکز قدرت بنا شده، ساختاری که در آن دولت‌ها تصمیم می‌گیرند و مردم قربانی می‌شوند، ساختاری که حتی صلحش هم ادامه سلطه است، ما با این ساختار مخالفیم، چرا که هر جا قدرت متمرکز می شود جنگ چه آشکار و چه پنهان باز تولید می شود. ما می گوییم مسئله فقط نه به جنگ نیست، مسئله پایان دادن به چرخه‌ای است که جنگ را می سازد.
Friends, comrades, sisters and brothers, thank you for standing here together for peace and justice. We gather here as independent Iranian Canadian from Vancouver, united with people everywhere who say no to war, no to imperialism, and no to dictatorship. A temporary ceasefire is being discussed, and we hope that it is the end of a cruel and devastating war of aggression. The aggression of the United States and Israel against Iran remains illegal, unjust, and is a war that's roots in a system that wants to dominate and exploit working people across the world. The war against Iran is not waged to bring democracy, peace, or human rights. It's all about power, profit, oil control, and domination. Today, asking for peace is not just a slogan. It is a political position, a deliberation choice that carries real cost. Defending ceasefire means defending Iran's survival, not a regime or faction, but the very possibility of life for millions of ordinary Iranians. What we have learned from history is that the imperial wars never bring liberation, peace, or freedom. They destroy nations, deepens poverty, and silence movement of real freedom. The victims are always ordinary people, workers, men and women, students and children. Rulers remain safe while people pay the price. We condemn warmongering and all warmongers who celebrate destruction from afar while others are suffering. Destroyed infrastructure belongs to the people of Iran, not to the regime. Bombs destroys homes, hospitals, and schools, not the tyranny. War strengthens the repression, and silence have voice fighting for change inside the country. Ceasefire and permanent end of the hostility is what we ask for.
Women like freedom!
Women like freedom!
Down with Islamic Republic in Iran!
Down with Islamic Republic in Iran!
We're standing with people in Iran!
Standing with people in Iran!
Internet for Iran!
Internet for Iran!
I'm a member of Amnesty International and also of the campaign to stop executions in Iran. Amnesty International's Deputy Regional Director for the Middle East and North Africa, Diana El-Tawai, on March 31st reported, the Islamic Republic of Iran continues to weaponize the death penalty to eradicate dissenting voices and further terrify people.
Also enduring the devastating impacts of war by the United States and Israel. It is ordinary people who are paying the price. We are witnessing a devastating war. Military attacks have targeted infrastructure, disrupted daily life, and taken civilian lives. These are not abstract events. They affect families, children, and communities. War does not bring freedom. It brings destruction and long-term suffering. And we must say this clearly. Attacks on civilians and civilian infrastructure are violations of international law.
Free our political prisoners now! 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 Stop war on Iran! Stop war on Iran! Stop war on Iran! Stop war on Iran! Woman life freedom! Woman life freedom! Woman life freedom! Woman life freedom! No to the regime, no to war! No to the regime, no to the war! Stop executions in Iran! Stop executions in Iran! Stop executions in Iran! Stop executions in Iran!
نه به جنگ جنایتکارانه رژیم‌های اسرائیل، آمریکا و ایران. زنده باد حق تعیین سرنوشت مردم به دست مردم. زنده باد انقلاب اجتماعی برای دستیابی به آزادی، صلح و برابری.